What's going on, everyone? So, I want to talk about fake renaissance and this word resonating is probably the perfect word, and that's because it's really good at describing what goes on. So there's only two types of people. One that tell the truth, or more so real. And then there's the other person, not to flick you off, but the other person is obviously fake, telling lies. Also, I guess being very egotistical. Very. And the thing about this is, it's a resonance. So what does that mean? You don't necessarily have to think about it logically. You can tune into your natural state, which is telepathy, which is reading minds, psychics. There's different types. And there's also, you don't have to use as much energy. Also, it's immediate transfer of action. So, let's just say you go into a room and the girl's like has her head down. There's a bunch of balloons. It looks like there's a party. She's the only one in there, and she's looking. Some people aren't going to tell, but it's a sense. You could sense it. If you can really sense, you'll sense it before you go into the room. It's an aura. It's a field around there. Spooky places, the whole thing might be spooky. And there'll be highlights. Calming places, we'll just say ashrams or where gurus are. Or somewhere that set this place up as a peaceful place, which could also be where meditators are at. Because it is setting something up, but it's just the natural way of being when it comes down to it. So it sets the mood around them. Have you ever heard that you have a field around you, electromagnetic field around you? That pretty much goes on forever, but and the body has certain extensions. So you'll be able to feel a vibe. Only not everyone can do this, but you'll be able to feel the vibe. Everyone can do this, but they're not doing this. And a lot of people don't. Or they don't follow it. Following it's another thing, but you can feel it transmit right in the air. You don't have to think about it. Your intuition has different answers than you might think. It's very easy. It's almost like hypothetical to even talk about. Talking about it's not going to bring you there. Feeling it is. So when people when people don't like me, it's because they're not on that resonance. When people do like me, they're on that frequency. Doesn't matter what I say. Though that it just whatever, just a bunch of sounds and nuances to words. I'll say this, I won't go into depth about this, but when I talk the less, you're more telepathic. Now, just because you talk less doesn't mean you're going to be more telepathic. But for me, I noticed that it's just a whole different world. Try not talking for one day. It's very interesting, which, yeah, it's very interesting. But that was just kind of a side rant. What I'm saying is, feel the resonance that someone gives off. You won't even have to, it's very instant. It's almost simultaneously. most of the time. But that's pretty much all for the video. Make sure you subscribe and add me back. We got a lot more to come. This is Fizz. I'll see you guys